Hello and welcome back, dear students. Wish you all stay happy, healthy and safe at home. I am Yojana Parak and today I am going to explain you a chapter from Standard 10 English textbook Footprints Without Feet, that is your supplementary reader. The name of this chapter is The Thief Story, written by Ruskin Bond. This is the second chapter of your supplementary reader, and now we are going to start the second part of this chapter. Before that, let us quickly revise what we learned in the first part. We saw that there is a thief. He mentioned his name as Hari Singh, which was not his real name, but he used to change his name to keep himself ahead from police and his former employers. Now he was looking for a person whom he could rob. He found a man whose name was Anil, and he thought that Anil was very innocent and it will be easy for him to steal Anil, to rob Anil. Now he asked for a job and he got the job at Anil's place. But Anil was very kind and helpful. He taught him to cook food and even he taught him to write his name, and he said that very soon I will teach you to write whole sentences. In this way, he wanted Hari Singh to be a literate and educated man. Because of his good nature, Hari Singh even got many chances, but he couldn't rob him. Even Anil was not so rich, somehow he could manage his survival. One day, as he was a writer, his book got published, and for that he got some money. He tucked that money under his bed, and now during the night he was sleeping there. And the inner spirit of thief inside Hari Singh got awakened. He thought that Anil does not pay anything to me for my services other than giving food and shelter to me, and even if the money will be with Anil only, so he will waste that money in celebration with his friends. So there is no use of that money for Anil even, and if I steal that money, so I have the right because I am not being paid for my services. So in this way, he tried to justify himself. Now we will see in the second part whether Hari Singh get the chance to rob Anil and whether he gets successful in that or not. So let us start now. Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. Lights were off in the night, but still the vision was clear because moonlight was there. Rays of moonlight were coming through the balcony on the bed. Anil was sleeping and Hari Singh sat upon the floor considering the situation. He was making the plan that how he had to rob Anil. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. He says that if I steal the money right now, so I can run from here and catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow, so that I won't be caught by Hari Singh, I won't be caught by Anil or police. Sleeping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed. He used to sleep in balcony, so he came out of the blanket from his bed, and from balcony he went slowly without making any noise to the bed where Anil was sleeping and where he kept the money. Anil was sleeping peacefully, without any tension, without any worry. He was sleeping very calmly. His face was clear and unlined. This line shows that he was careless, calm, peaceful and without any worry. Even I had more marks on my face. Even because Hari Singh was stealing Anil, he was robbing Anil and stealing the money. He had more marks. He was more stressed. Even the marks on Hari Singh's face were mostly scars. Scars due to scars were beaten marks when he used to steal other people, when he used to do the robbery. Sometimes he got caught by police, and when he was beaten, those marks on his face were there. So even he says that I was a bit worried when I was stealing Anil, but Anil had no tension. He was careless, he had no worries, and he was very calm and peaceful when he was sleeping. My hand slid under the mattress. Slid is to slowly go or without making any noise. He slapped his head under the bed, under the mattress, searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew them out without a sound. So he dragged the bundle off from the mattress. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. When Anil was sleeping, he tried to steal the money. Very slowly, without making any noise, he came out of his bed and went slowly. He crept to the bed where Anil was sleeping, and under the mattress he had tucked the money. So he slowly moved his hand under the mattress and tried to search for the bundle. And then when he got the bundle, he dragged his hand out without being noticed by the Anil. So now when he got the money, Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. So he turned in sleep and he sighed. That means to exhale the breath. He was in sleep, नींद में ही था, but he turned towards Hari Singh. So Hari Singh was alarmed and shocked by the movement, and with a sudden jerk, he got frightened and he quickly crawled out of the room. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. Crawling, that means when baby who can't walk or stand on their legs, they used to crawl. That means to walk or to run by the support of their hands and knees. So, because Hari Singh did not want to be noticed by Anil, so slowly he went to the bed, and when he saw that Anil turned, so he got shocked and alarmed that whether Anil was awakened or not, and whether Anil had seen him or not. So he quickly crawled from there so that he won't get noticed by Anil. Without making any noise, he crawled out from the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes at my waist, held there by the string of my pajamas. I slowed down to a walk and counted the notes, 600 rupees in 50s. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. So now, when he stole the money and when he got fear that whether Anil caught him or not, so he slowly crawled out of the room without being noticed, and he started running because he was frightened that might be Hari Singh, might be Anil was awakened and he might run after him to catch him. So he started running in that fear, but when he noticed that Anil did not follow him, so he slowed down his speed and started to walk. The bundle of those notes was tied on his waist by the string of his pajama, that nada. So he tied that bundle with his nada on his waist. Now when he started walking and he slowed down, so he took that bundle and started counting it. It was 600 rupees of the note of 50s. So in this way, he had 120 notes of 50 rupees, that means 600 rupees he had. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. During that period, 600 rupees were too much, and he thought that even if I don't rob anyone else, with this money I can live like a Arab rich, like a rich people. Here he compared the rich people with the oil-rich Arab, those Arabians. We know that Arab is very rich country, so just like their luxurious life, I can also live that luxurious life for 1 week or 2 weeks with the money, with 600 rupees. So in this way he was making the plan that first how he had to rob Anil, then how he had to run from there without being noticed. So he thought that I will catch 10:30 Lucknow Express and will go out of the town. Now when he stole the money, and he thought that might Anil have noticed me or not, because when Anil turned he got alarmed. So he crawled out of the room and started running, but when he noticed that Anil was not following him, he slowed down, and the bundle which was tied up on his vest by the string of his pajama. So when he slowed down and started walking, he took that bundle, started counting, and he saw that there was 50 rupees notes and 150 notes were there, and it was 600 rupees in that bundle. And he thought that with this much money I can live like Arab and oil-rich Arab for 1 or 2 weeks. That means I can live a luxurious life with this money for 1 or 2 weeks. When I reached the station, I did not stop at the ticket office because I had never bought a ticket in my life. He was a thief. He never took any ticket in his life, and without ticket he used to travel in the train. So he did not stop at the ticket office and dashed straight to the platform. Dash, that is to run quickly or fastly. So he quickly went straight to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving up. It was about to start. So it was the time of 10:30. The train had still to pick up speed. It started, but yet it was slow and still had to pick up the speed. And I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages. He had just to catch that train. So he thought that I will jump into the train and I will catch any of the carriage. I will step into any of the carriage so that I can move from this town. But I hesitated. Hesitated, that means pause in indecision before saying or doing something. उसे हिचकिचाहट हुई. He was not sure about his decision, that whether he is right or not, and whether he should steal that money which belonged to Anil, whether he should rob Anil or not. So when he was about to catch the Lucknow Express and run from there, he stopped because of hesitation, because he was not sure that what he was doing was right or not. First time he got that instinct. Why? Because of the good nature of Anil. For some reason I can't explain, I lost the chance to get away, to run from that place. So I had the chance to run from that place, to steal the money, to rob Anil, But I don't know, because of some reason which I cannot explain in words. Something was there in his mind. Because of that, he had the chance but he lost the chance and he did not leave the place. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. Why the word deserted is used here? Because the place was empty, without any person, without any people. So there was no one on the platform, only Hari Singh was standing there. And why he did not catch the train? Because he was hesitating that what he was doing was right or not. So he left the chance and was standing alone on that lonely platform. I had no idea where to spend the night when he had stolen the money and when he had robbed Anil. Now he can't stay at the place of Anil and he had no other place to stay. So he had no idea where he could spend the night, where he will stay for the whole night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help. He used to think that friends used to make troubles than helping. So that is why he had no friends. So he couldn't stay at any friend's house and did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotel near the station. So he even did not want to stay in any hotel so that anyone would get curious about the bundle he had. And now he was in confusion that I cannot go to anywhere, because if I will go to hotel, people will doubt on me, and I cannot go to any friend's house because I don't have any friend. Because he used to think that friends are not for help but they will just trouble me, because he was a thief. So that is why he had no place to stay for whole night. The only person I knew really well was a man I had robbed. The only place and the only person whom I knew where I could stay, now I can't go there because I had robbed him. So now I had no chance to stay or no option to spend the night. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. Bazaar, that is market. This is a Hindi word. In my short career as a thief, he was only 15 years old. I had made a study of men's faces. When they had lost their goods, whenever he used to rob people, he used to study their faces when they get to know that they had been robbed. What he noticed, that the greedy men showed fear, rich men showed anger, poor men showed acceptance. That means if the person who is greedy and he has been robbed, so his face will show the expression of fear. Because he is greedy, he will fear for his money. He will have the fear of being robbed. The rich man will show anger because he can get that money from any other way again. He can earn that money. But he will show anger that the money he had has been robbed by someone who doesn't deserve. So he won't be feared, but he will get angry. The poor man showed acceptance because they do not have any other option. So they will accept it as a fact. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the fact, would show only a touch of sadness. No fear, no anger, no acceptance, but just a touch of sadness. Why will he become sad? Not for the loss of money, because he was careless. He never cared for money. but for the loss of trust. He was not materialistic, he was not money-minded. He will be sad only because of the loss of trust which he had on Hari Singh. So that shows that humanity does matter for Anil more than money. I found myself in the Maidan. Maidan, that means a park or a garden. That is also Hindi word. And sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. It was very cold. It was early November. So during the month of November, it was the winter season, and during night it was very cold. And a light drizzle added to my discomfort. Even because of his thoughts, and as he couldn't get any place to stay, he was discomfortable, and there started drizzling, that means lightly falling of raindrops. So when the light rain started, the mild rain started, that means the drizzle started, he got more uncomfortable. Soon it was raining quite heavily, and then very soon it started raining heavily. He was in the open ground and there was a cold night. So somewhere he had to hide himself, somewhere he had to stay so that he can be saved from that cold. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. This shows that because of rain, he got completely wet, and during the November month, it was winter season, and the wind blew very cold, which came across his face. So he started running from that place and was looking for a safer place. Now because his clothes got wet, that bundle of note also got wet. I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. Where he sat in the shelter of clock tower to save himself from that rain and cold. The clock showed midnight. That means it was about 12 o'clock. I felt for the notes. He got reminded about those notes which he had tied with his nada on his waist. They were damp, that is wet, slightly wet from the rain, Anil's money. Now, the money he had stolen got wet, but still what he called this money, Anil's money. He is still thinking that this money belongs to Anil only, and I don't have any right on this money. This line shows that he still cares for Anil, and he is still thinking that this money, the right on this money is only of Anil, not of mine. What he thought that this money which I have got belongs to Anil, and only Anil has the right on this money, not mine. That is why he says that this is Anil's money. Now in the morning he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to cinema, but now I had it all. He thinks that by this money, Anil might have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to cinema, but now I have got all the money, 600 rupees I have. So when I could go only for watching cinema, now I can live like a Arab rich, like an oil-rich Arab. For 1 or 2 weeks, I can live that luxurious life with this whole money. But if this money would have been with Anil only, so I would have got only 2 or 3 rupees to go for cinema only. So at one side, on one hand, he thinks that it is good that I have got this much money, so I can do whatever I wish. But if this money would have been with Anil only, so I won't get that much luxury, that much luxury. So on one hand, he thinks that it is good that I am having this much money for me. I couldn't cook his meals. In morning now I can't cook meal for Anil. Run to the bazaar or learn to write whole sentences anymore. One thing he think about the shortage or the disadvantage of keeping that money with Anil only. And on the other hand, he is thinking about the advantage if he would not have stolen that money, and if this money would have been only with Anil. So one side he talked about the disadvantage that I won't get this much luxury and this much money. On the other hand, he thinks about the advantage, but that if I would not have robbed Anil, so I would be cooking for him, I would be going to bazaar, and the most important, I would be learning to write whole sentences. But now, as I have robbed him, I can't do all these things anymore. So now, this became disadvantage and this became advantage for Hari Singh. Now let us see whether he concentrates on the advantage or disadvantage. I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. As he was a thief, he was a robber. That inner instinct he couldn't control. And in the excitement of the robbery, he did not even thought about the advantages which he had if he won't have robbed Anil. But now, because he did not thought about those all advantages which he had, now those advantages had turned into disadvantages. That now he cannot learn to write and to read whole sentences. He cannot be an educated man. Whole sentences, I knew, could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees which he had stolen. So he thinks that I have stolen this 600 rupees and I have got this money within a second, and I feel that this money is too much for me. I can live like a luxurious life for 1 or 2 weeks. But if I would have learned to write and read whole sentences, that would have given me more than this money. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a really big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. तो अनिल हरी सिंह यहाँ पर सोच रहा है कि तो बहुत ही मामूली सी बात है चोरी करना, और अगर पकड़े भी जाओ तो भी बहुत ही मामूली सी बात है, ये तो केसेस आए दिन होते ही रहते हैं. बट टू बी अ लर्न respected, clever man was something else. It was a big thing. It was a big task. So he thinks that मैंने कोई बड़ा काम नहीं किया है. I haven't done something too much big, so that I can be proud on myself. But if I would have learned to write whole sentences, I would have been proud of myself. So now, as I told you, now he is thinking about the advantages and disadvantages. The thing which he could get and the thing he got. He could get to learn to write and read whole sentences. That would have given him more than this money. But now what he has got, only 600 rupees and a title of robber. So now he thinks that what I have got is nothing in front of what I have lost. So he thinks that if I would have learned to write and read whole sentences, that would have given me more than this money, and with that I would have got the respect, which was something else, which I can never get by this money. I should go back to Anil, I told myself, if only to learn to read and write. If only for my sake that I want to learn to read and write whole sentences. For that my selfish purpose, I should go to Anil. Even if I don't think about Anil, if I think only about me, so for myself, I should go to Anil. So he was making laws to Anil also, but he was making laws to himself also. So he thought that कि अगर मैं अनिल के बारे में नहीं भी सोच रहा हूँ, अगर मैं खुद के बारे में भी सोचूं, so I am making laws to myself also. So for myself, at least I should return that money to Anil and go back to Anil. That will be beneficial for him and for Anil also. So he was again trying to console him that even if I don't care for Anil, I should care for myself. He was careful for Anil too, but he was trying to justify himself, he was trying to console himself by saying that for my sake, at least I should return this money, I should not rob Anil because he is a kind man, he is a good man. I hurried back to the room feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal something than to return it undetected. Undetected, that means not being discovered. So he says that it was too much easy. Very quietly I could steal that money. But it was too much difficult to return that money. Even he is helping Anil, but if he will return that money and he got detected that before returning he had stolen that money, so might be that Anil won't accept Hari Singh and won't trust Hari Singh anymore. So that is why he was very nervous, because he thought that it was easy to rob, to steal the money. But when I had to return that money, it was very difficult because I had to return it without being detected, without being noticed by Anil. So he was not nervous when he was doing wrong thing, but when he was trying to correct that thing, now he got nervous because he had never done this ever before. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway. I clouded moonlight. Clouded, that means make or become less clear or transparent. So because of that moonlight, he was not visible clearly. Anil was still asleep. अभी भी अनिल नींद में ही था. I crept to the head of the bed and my hand came up with a bundle of notes. I felt his breath on my hand when he went to Anil's head and where the money was tucked already. He tried to put that money at the same place. So when he was putting that money, on his hand he could feel the breath of Anil. Anil was still facing towards the Hari Singh. When he left after stealing, at that time also Anil was facing Hari Singh and he is in the same position, in the same situation. That is what stated here. So I felt his breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. In the way he took that money again, in the same way he put that money back. I awoke the next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. The next morning when he woke up, he was late and he found that Anil had already made the tea. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50 rupees note between his fingers. My heart sank. Now he got nervous. Why? Because he was thinking that whether Anil had discovered that he stolen that money or not, and whether because those notes were damp, slightly wet due to rain, so whether he got that or not. Now whether Anil will trust me anymore or not. So he was being nervous and confused that what will be now. When Anil stretched his hand and gave him 50 rupees note, I thought I had been discovered. Now, because of the wet note, Anil would have surely got that I had tried to steal that money. I made some money yesterday, he explained. But Anil said, I made some money yesterday, that means I earned this money yesterday and now I can pay you this money. Now you will be paid regularly. My spirit rose, but when I took the sentence, Hari Singh got to know that Anil has not discovered the robbery, and he felt that the trust which Anil had on him will be as it is. The things will be the same as they were earlier. But when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. He discovered that the note was still wet. When Anil bought that bundle, it was dry. But now, when Anil handed over the note to Hari Singh, the note was still wet by the night's rain. Today we will start writing sentences, he said. Anil said that now we will start writing sentences. He knew by getting the note which was wet, Hari Singh got to know that Anil knew everything, whatever happened in the night. But neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. Neither he spoke directly about the robbery, and nor he expressed by any way that he knew about the robbery. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way, and the smile came by itself without any effort. As usually he used to smile in front of Anil, that the most appealing smile he had. But now, today, that smile was not created. It came from his heart. He was not pretending. But today, without any effort, that smile came on his face, because today he was the real man. He was not trying to pretend. He showed what he was actually. What we learnt by this story, that the kindness will always come back to you in a good result, with a good result. So here we saw that Anil was kind with Hari Singh, and that kindness, that good nature of Anil changed the mind and soul of Hari Singh. And even Hari Singh, who was a thief, who was a robber, had changed his mind, and he also became a good person because of the kindness of Anil. And the second thing we learned from this, that materialistic person, or the person who cares for money only, not about the heart and the emotion of other people, can never be happy. But the man can be happy even without money if he has good nature. So always be helpful and be kind to others. It will always return back to you in good way only. begin by this chapter by Ruskin Bond. I hope now this chapter is clear to you and you might have enjoyed this chapter. With this, we come to an end of this video. Now we will meet in the next video with another lesson and few more interesting thoughts. So now this video comes to an end and we will meet in the next video. Till then, keep on studying and to take care of yourself. Bye bye.